Welcome to the video tutorial for Microsoft Word 2007. Don't worry if you're using an older version of Microsoft. This will still be a helpful tutorial and I will guide you through some of the changes. Now, this tutorial is extreme basics, so it's going to walk you through how to change text that you've inserted into your document, as well as how to add an image. So to get started, let's take a look at our top menu bar. Regardless of what version of Word you're using, you're going to see a menu bar across the top. Older versions will start with File and then have different names across the top. Microsoft 2007, as you see here, has a Home menu tab and followed by several others. On the Home menu tab and the default menu tab in older versions, you're going to see a section where you can change and manipulate any of the text you have on your document. So I wrote the word welcome on my Microsoft page and I want to change that up. So I'm going to simply bring my cursor and left click in front of the word W. You're going to see my cursor blinking. That just tells me I can either continue to write from that spot, or if I left click and hold, drag over my word, I'm able to manipulate that piece of text. So along the top, regardless of what version you're using, take a look for some type of font style. Yours might say Times New Roman if you're in an older version. Mine says Calibri. Left click on the drop down menu on that and you're going to see a list of different text fonts available to you. Choose whatever one you'd like and left click. Once you've done this, you're also going to see a spot where you can change the size of your text. You can do this a couple different ways. Either left click where the number is written and choose a new number, which is a new size for your font, or if you see capital A with an arrow up and a capital A with an arrow down, this just allows you to change the size of your text simply by left clicking. So you can see how it'll grow on your page. Next, I'm going to change the color of my text. So take a look on the top menu bar, regardless of what version you're using, for the capital A with a colored bar underneath it. Once you've found that, there's going to be a drop-down menu along the right-hand side. You just got to left click on a little arrow. So mine is right here. Left click, choose a new color of your choice, left click, and there you have it, you've changed the color. You can also change things like highlighting it, and you can change the bold, italics, or underline anything in your document. So those are shown by a capital B, a slanted I, and a U. So go ahead, left click on those just to take a look and see what those do. Once you're all done, if you left click anywhere on your document, it'll get rid of the highlights so you can see what your word looks like. Next, I want to insert a picture into my document. So, if I go up to my top menu bar, you're going to look for the word Insert, regardless of what version you're using. Left click on the word Insert. If you're using an older version, you might see a menu come down, scroll down to where it says Picture, and then it'll ask you, do you want to insert picture from File or from Clip Art? Just keep your cursor over top, scroll down and choose Clip Art. Microsoft 2007 has it right here for me, and I'm just going to left click on the word Clip Art. A new window will open up, and in older versions it might come in the middle of your screen. With Microsoft 2007 it shows up over on the side. It's going to ask you for a few things. What is it you'd like to search for? I'm just going to keep the word welcome written here. I did a search previous to this, so I know that there are some things that will come up with that. You can do all sorts of different things. Books, people, places, and you'll see what clip art is available with the version you're using. I'm keeping mine checked to all collections. If I wanted to use my drop-down menu, left click, it just shows me it comes from Office Collections, My Collections, and Web Collections, so it's going everywhere. Keeps my search nice and open. Result types. Newer versions you have all media file types. This just means I can have photographs, movies, sounds, all different things that have to do with the search that I've keyed in. I'm just going to leave mine checked to all types just to see what I get. Once you're done, you just left click on the word Go or OK depending on the version and see what appears. When you see all the images come up, to insert that image there are a few different things you can do. In Microsoft 2007, I can left click on the drop down and choose Insert, or you can just simply double click on an image and it will insert it to your text. Once you're done, just click on the X for the clip art and that window will go away. So So I have this happy face that I've inserted. However, I want to change its position. So there are a few ways I can do this. In 2007, I can simply go up to my position icon here in the top menu bar, left click, and just run my mouse over top, and I can see all the different positions it'll be on my document. You can also change the text wrapping. This just means how it sits in your text. If I left click on that, you'll see it's square, tight, behind text, in front of text, etc. Now, another way to do this in this version and older versions is to right click on your image, and you might see something called Format Picture. Once you click on that, there will be a tab titled Layout. Choose this and you can change the text wrapping. In Microsoft 2007, my text wrapping again is just right here. I'm just going to choose in front of text as an example. Left click. So now you'll see that my image of my happy face is right in front of the word welcome. When you place your mouse over top, you'll see the two crosshairs. This just means that it's able to be manipulated. So if I left click and hold, I can now drag my image wherever I want on my document. To change my image size, simply bring your mouse so that your cursor is sitting over top of any of the points that are circling around your image. Once you see that double-sided arrow, it's ready for you to change the size if you so choose. So in the corners you're going to see the double-sided arrow, and any of the middle points you're also going to see that double-sided arrow. So if I left click once I see that double-sided arrow and hold my left click down, drag in and out, I can change the size of my image. If I want to change the width or height, same thing, just go to one of the middle points and drag. Great. So very basic features there. With Microsoft, in all of their programs, it's very easy to experiment and look through. So I urge you to take a look through all of the different tabs and all of the different menu options for you. You'll find that there are many different things that you can do with your document to jazz it up and make it look more exciting. To save your document, in older versions, you have to go up to a File button on the top left-hand side of the menu. In this version, there's an Office button, so left click on either the word File or on the Office button. Scroll down to where you see Save As and left click. A new window is going to appear. Basically, same thing for no matter what version you're using. It's going to ask you where you want to save it. I'm going to choose my desktop. So look along the left-hand side and you'll see different options for where you can save it. Desktop for me is easy, makes it easy for me to find. It'll default a file name for you for whatever text you have written. Mine says welcome. You can change that if you like. So if you want to change it, just right over top of it. In 2007 version, one thing to look out for is it'll automatically default to Word document as the file type it saves as. Now this is fine if you're using 2007, but if you expect to open it in any previous versions, it won't open, it will not be compatible. So to change that, left click on your drop down menu and scroll down to Word 97 to 2003 document. This will just save it in a compatible format in order to open it in other versions. Once you're done, just click on Save. And there you have it saved. Now, to get out of Microsoft Word and any of the programs that you might have, you're going to look for the same thing. Top right hand corner, just left click on that X and you'll be ready to go. Now again, this is just the very tip of the iceberg. Explore all the different features, and I hope this one helped you to just get started jazzing up your Word documents.